Greetings, infidels! How are ya? I missed you last
No,
night. You
Clay's
got
gonna
the
pass out.
yeah, my heart will explode. You got the really, really, really bald eagle here. Look at that shine on there. You know, I smell
you
like a
shave
can
it?
of Simon Ice. I did, but you got the bald eagle. No sunglasses because the badger yelled at me before we went on the air tonight. She goes, "Take out the sunglasses." Ah! And on my lovely left tonight would be my beautiful co-host.
Oh, Honey Badger! Sorry, the live popped up on my.
That was sweet, man. I sound sexy when I hear myself on playback. You know, I fall asleep to my voice, and man, it just makes me extremely turned on. But
Yeah,
greetings,
you little
infidels.
narcissist, Joe.
Me, a narcissist? I'm the pretentious prick. You are the narcissist. Sorry, it's always
that's
you,
right.
you. Yeah, come. There you go. Remember that. That is Wixom Lake. We never forget our first moments together. It's like our first date. Welcome, all you beautiful, lovely, smartest, most well-informed, and of course, the best-looking audience in all of media, infidels, to the Eagle and Badger Show.
Hello.
Hello. As a hello.
Hello. Hello. Should I be like Cardi B?
What would be? What's your hood name?
Sorry.
Courtney.
I don't know. What should be my hood name?
Audra LaQuante. Audra J.
J-Dog. J-Dog.
Why? Your name starts with an A.
Because my middle name starts with a J, and everybody goes by their middle name in the hood. So it's J-Dog.
What is your middle name? Audra Lemons Johnson sometimes. Johnson Lemons sometimes.
What do you think it
is? I think it's Joe.
Ding, ding, ding. Nope.
Gene.
Becky, you can't answer either. Nope.
Jordan. Jelly. Jalopy. Jello. Jello. That's your. No, sorry. That's your hood name. No. Jello. Jello is your name.
I bring joy to the world.
Audra Joy. That's right. You are my almond joy. I love you, girl. I missed you yesterday. Sorry, I was so late getting home. Man, I'll tell you what. I think the most frustrating thing of all this shutdown shit is the fact that all the things we could do like in 5 minutes before take 55 minutes.
I know.
I bought a car. I bought a car in a half an hour, and we waited for 4 hours.
Yeah.
To get existing insurance on a used car. You know who I blame?
Whitmer?
Nope. I blame those that once voted for Barack Obama, and that would be you.
I never voted for Barack Obama. Are you crazy?
How dare you?
Hell no. I mean, I might have been not as Republican as I am now, but I never voted for Obama.
Look into my eye. Look into my crooked eye.
I'm sorry. I love when you do that. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't laugh. I'm going to hell.
It doesn't bother me. You know, my right eye does not move. So you know what? We go to hell and we all burn together with our friends. Sometimes you
I'm driving the bus.
My right eye. See, my mother dropped me off the changing table when I was about 2 months old, and it's bong, and that's what happened. No, I'm kidding you. I was born that way. My right eye, I can see my hand waving at me, but I just kept turning my eye to look at it. So I look at you.
At least you can see. I can't see anything over here. I mean, I can see straight forward, but I can't see, Then
why couldn't you see not to vote for Barack Obama? That gets me really.
I didn't. You
told me you did.
Dare. No, Becky voted for Barack Obama.
Well, she couldn't. Okay.
She couldn't see it.
She does whatever you tell her to do. What?
No.
So how have you been, Badger? How was your day? I like your hair like that, by the way, and your new hat.
I know. Don't you love this hat? You guys have to go
I do love that hat.
second. They have some really cool hats. Like I have one that says Black Guns Matter too from them. Really cool hat. Shove gun control your, you know what that is.
Well, but the thing is, if you read it properly, come closer to the screen, please. It says shove gun control ass up your.
Nah,
So
whatever.
that would, well, the thing is, they got the ass in the middle. So that would be more like for Tim Alexa or the, Tim Haskell.
Whatever. Smart people get it.
So that is a Haskell hat. We'll call it a Haskell.
Haskell.
Who do we got on here tonight? We got to give, you know what? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say what you asked me what I was doing today. And I was going to tell you, I've been like working my butt off for the MAGA cruise coming up. I'm part of I'm one of the board members of the Trump 2020 Grassroots Leadership.
I thought you were cleaning your house.
I was doing that too.
You would think that
do a million things at once.
You would think that Audra's cleaning the whole county. A house is a confined space. How long does it take to push all the shit into one spot and clean it?
I have 5 bedrooms and 2 baths and 7 people that live up in this place. So it's insanity. Plus a 2-year-old who, you clean the kitchen and you go to clean another room, you come back and it's messed up all over again. So
you know what goes good with an almond joy? A little butterscotch.
BS.
I missed you, Badger. I did miss you. If I can't pick on you, who can I pick on? It's like,
No, it's fine.
I know.
I'm a conservative woman. I can take it, right? I'm not a liberal. I'd be like, oh, God, Clay looked at me with his crooked eye.
How dare you? Look. Hey, my virus protection has expired. McAfee protects 79% of Smuckerberg's crap. Let's delete that crap. I love pop-ups. Sorry. But yes, you've done a great job. And you know what? You may want to update all of our most well-informed, most interactive and intelligent, and of course, the most good-looking audience in all of media on the new address for tomorrow's MAGA cruise.
And I totally just had that too. And I wrote it down on everything else except for, wouldn't you know? Hold on.
I know the name of the avenue. I know the name of the avenue.
So it's going to be, here's the update, guys. We were going to do it like the normal Metro cruise does, which, by the way, if you guys don't know what's going on, we have an annual Metro cruise that goes up and down 28th Street every year, and they canceled it. So we decided if you're going to close down our Metro cruise, we're going to have a MAGA cruise. So the original plan, if you guys got one of these flyers at any of the other events, it's going to say line up at Rogers Plaza. But Rogers Plaza decided they were going to call the cops on us and have cops there to ticket people because they're liberal pansy asses if we did that. So we are actually going to be lining up at Sunset Logistics at 6093 Clay Avenue, Southwest, Grand Rapids, Michigan, 49548, which is actually like right down the street from me. So we're going to be lining up there, and then we'll be going up and down 28th Street like the normal Metro cruise does, except we're going to have all of our Trump flags and American flags, and there's Trump in his little car.
Nice.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. I know we're going to be out there doing some live, so you guys can come out and see us. I love when you guys come out and see us. It's so much fun. And Clay's going to bring the T-shirts, too, if you guys are interested in getting one of them.
Already got them loaded. Yep.
Sweet.
Got them loaded in the car, guys. So now
we were going to set up a table and everything, but I can't find a table.
I have a trunk. I have
there
a trunk.
You go.
So
we're laying it out in the trunk.
Now, that is 6093 what avenue?
Oh, Lord. Clay Avenue.
What?
Clay Avenue.
What?
There's the narcissist coming out again.
Damn
He's
right.
Like, they named that after me. They named it after me.
You know what? That is what a presidential avenue's name should be. See, you don't gotta rename Logan MLK. You just name it Clay and then elect me president. You don't gotta change the road names. That's the key. See, it's the thing.
There you go.
Yes, when you are the bald eagle, you already got a name named after you, Clay. That is just like dirt. You gotta love it.
Josh asked what time we were going to be down there. I have to be down there super early because I'm hosting it with my group. So I'm going to be there probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I think Clay's going to be coming up that early too, right? But you guys don't have to be there till 9. The official air horn start is at 10 o'clock too. So, but if you guys miss us there, we're going to be cruising up and down 28th Street. And I believe Jennifer Hendricks will be at the old Toys R Us parking lot at 28th and East as well. And she's going to have it at the start of it as too. So you guys have some really cool stuff you can go and purchase.
And that's where the pop-up rally was last week.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Right across from Krispy Kreme and Chick-fil-A.
Yep. Right there in that little corner.
Right. And that's why we wanted to make sure we got that out, because one of the real reasons we started this show was to keep folks informed. Things do change. Sometimes venues change. And as you saw tonight, avenues changed. Now, this one here is what you'd call an upgrade. When you go from like Grand Rapids, East Kaboom, Egypt Road to Clay Avenue, that is what you call a superior upgrade. Okay? So I expect every single Patriot to be there supporting the Honey Badger on Clay Avenue. That would be Clay with a C, L, A, and a Y. And you can go there and that avenue. Darn right. And you will have a great time, because sometimes, and I was talking to a couple folks before we got on the air, Patriots, you got to have fun. Save Our Children rally was fun, but it was also for a great cause. Tomorrow after the rally, I'm going to be going to Battle Creek to support some Missy Martineau things. You know that there's a missing woman. We know she's probably passed away.
I wish I could come to that too, but I feel bad going to this, but I'm hosting it, so I kind of have to go to it because Jeff's coming home for a couple of days. And it's so funny. We'll have no events for like a week or, a couple of weeks, and Jeff won't come home. And in the one weekend, I'm like, okay, my husband's not going to be here. I'm going to plan this. And he's like, oh, guess what? I'm coming home. And I'm like, damn it.
Jeff's not coming home. He's right back there. You didn't see that?
Yeah, right back there. Yeah. Please.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Jeff, I'll see you after the show, buddy.
You wish, Clay.
Jeff, do not leave that position. You stay in that position. Sorry. It doesn't. You can't see this, Badger. Here we go. See? Oh, hi. Hi, I'm back. Man, is he good? Well, but the bottom line. This is one of those things where when Patriots ask, what's it like? And we talk to our friends, you have to have a good time. Oh, yeah. Badger, I know how your last week went. Okay. And the week before that, I kind of went through that. Sometimes you got to take a step back, get a deep breath, and get back to having fun. This tomorrow is an event. I mean, I must have gotten asked 50 times this summer, where's all the car rallies? I was never really a classic car buff because I don't know anything about. I can fix some things on an engine, but I'm terrible with body work. Oh, God in heaven. But, oh, by the way, who needs a good used Egomobile? It's got a brand new engine and brand new brakes, and that thing runs like a champ, and that's a Patriot Mobile. The beautiful old Sebring is now sitting in the garage, resting her eagle wings. She's kind of going like that. And tomorrow we got the Camaro coming up there to enjoy what I'm certain in knowing how Audra coordinates events. And she and I come from different roads in this movement. Audra has been an organizer of events for a long time. Me, I was always a campaigner until protest season came up. But I've been to Audra's coordinated events. Should be a very nice turnout. It's going to be patriotic. You all love the Badger. I know that. Come on out, have a good time, and smile, guys. You got to laugh. Sometimes you just got to laugh. Good job.
Well, and it's not just me. I mean, it's like I said, it's the Trump 2020 grassroots leadership. So it's me and 4 others that run it. So, I mean, it's not just me, but I mean, we really have fun doing it. You've been to you went to our boat rally in Grand Haven. I mean, we really have fun, but we also get a message across, Like this was so ridiculous that they canceled Metro Cruise, and everybody was super just like pissed off about it. And we're like, you know what? We're having a MAGA cruise. I think it's going to be great. I know Jennifer and Tim and Mike have been working really, really hard, and Brenda. So I mean, this is just going to be like so much fun. It's going to be so much fun.
I think they canceled it because you called it Metro Cruise. I'm not wearing my skinny jeans tomorrow. My butt is just way too big. I'm sorry. You should have called it the boat cruise. When you call it a Metro Cruise, what am I supposed to do? Grow my hair back, shave it on one side, have like a little, Fu Manchu beard, shave off my eyebrows and paint them back on. Come on.
That would be great.
But yes, please come on out, guys. You will have a good time. And if you wish, you can follow me down to Battle Creek after that. This is the what do you call the yin and the yang of patriotism. Tomorrow we have a good time in the morning, and then we go to a good cause to assist the Home Guard.
Right.
And they're the ones coordinating this. And Missy Martineau, I know you're out there watching. Missy, man, I'll tell you what, of all the folks, and probably God, thinking back to March, I bet you I've met 500,000 people. Missy is like everybody's mom. You guys always call me everybody's dad. Right. Missy is a great lady. Oh, and I was going to ask you, who are the 4 that are coordinating this event with you, Badger?
I don't know if I'm supposed to. I can say their first names. Like I know
Tim,
Mike
Mariner.
Farage. No, sure. Tim's not organizing it.
Okay.
Tim Wallinga.
Okay. Wallinga,
Mike Farage, Brenda, and Jen. Yeah.
Those 4 I have known since probably about week 2, right after Operation Gridlock. And Farage, everybody likes Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody likes Wallinga. Wallinga has the coolest boat. He picked me up on the bridge in Smith's Bayou 2 weeks back when they had the MAGA boat cruise up there. Because I had to go to Algonac before, and then I drove all the way across the state. And I'm like, Tim, hi, I'm here. He drives all the way over. He goes, I'll meet you back at whatever the hell that restaurant was. This is a good guy. These Patriots folks have been through a lot. Jen and Brenda, of course, fantastic Patriots. And with Audra supporting them, good job, guys. I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. So should you be. And you should see it. My new Babe mobile is going to be stuffed full of Patriots. You know that. Are
you picking people up?
Oh yeah, I've already got them picked up.
Oh Lord, who are you bringing with you? I want to know. I'm excited.
I'm going to meet them there. Like they're all coming. Like it's like, hey, you know what? It comes with being an old man eagle. See, it's the feathers. My feathers may droop a little, and my voice may and my beak may not squawk as well as it used to, but man, I can still strut that bird. You got it,
Lord.
And we're gonna have a great time, guys. Patriotism, folks, should be fun, passionate. Passion is the motivating factor in drive. If you don't have it, take a break, because when you are passionate about something you believe in and you love it, hopefully our wonderful audience understands that sometimes we just get tired. We get it from 1,500 people. We know that. And talking to the Lone Star Spitfire today and yesterday, they're tired. They've been hitting it hard for 7 months. And
it's exhausting.
Yes.
It's especially since some of us that are really out there are really getting hit. So it's, what I'm talking about. It's one of those, like, I'm not going to lie. You get in sometimes you wake up in the morning and you're just kind of like, what am I doing? Why am I busting my butt? Why am I putting myself out there? And then, something will happen. You'll see your kids and you go, okay, that's why. My son will come in and give me a hug in the morning. Okay, that's why I'm doing this, because I don't want my son to have to do this or my other kids to have to do this. And I'm sure you do the same thing too. It's, you have to know your why. I know, right?
I know I have this little like short person that runs around the house all day, and it's like, and she's like, "Hi, Dad," and I'm like, "Do I know you?" I think I saw you in February.
Right, right. There's somewhere.
And you have 100,000 other Patriots that have been there since April 15th that know exactly the feeling. Yeah. And when Patriots get tired, and things sometimes go sideways. You know, when you reach out and you say, hey, what do we do next? Sometimes an event like this brings you right back. It's like putting the needle back on the record. Okay.
Yes.
That's the key. And with this one here, it's a way to have a nice time around people that love you, that have been with you since day one. And I'm looking forward to it. Now, what is that address? I know it's 6093. What was the name of that avenue again? The sexual pause here. This is what you cause. This is what you cause good tension. Okay, so we're gonna fight now and then have wonderful makeup sex afterwards.
Clay Avenue.
Ah, good name.
Yeah,
how can you forget that name? It's just like
now
it's just like
now you're getting delusional.
Clay and 609.
You're gonna get put in the home.
Yeah. 6093. See, I'm covering this up because Audra actually got to me the YouTube website. Thank you, Audra, by the way. But 6093 Clay Avenue in Grand Rapids. 6093. That's my lifetime batting average, girl. Man, I can remember that one by heart. I don't even got to Google map it. I love it. Who do we got here on?
Oh, we went blank for a minute there.
You went blank. I'm talking like a storm here. We got the Woodbecker. Hi, Woodbecker. Now, who you seeing on your end? We'll go back and forth tonight. We'll do a seesaw. I had the Woodbecker. Hi, Woodbecker.
No, we got Christy Cook, Joshua Doyle, Jeffrey DeGabriel. Our favorite Democrat is on. Hello, Jimmy.
Jimmy Nebel and Casey Scarneggi Mellon. Lisa Planty Conklin. I love that name. Lisa Planty Conklin.
Rita's here.
Joshua Doyle. Hello, sir. And a belated happy birthday to Joshua Doyle. We got to sing it. Ready? Everybody, come on.
Did I miss your birthday, Josh?
It was 2 days ago. Everybody now. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to
you. Happy birthday to
you. Happy birthday to
dear Josh.
Happy
birthday,
Mr. President.
We just lost all our viewers. They're like, and we're out.
Nope. We got Tim Lalexa, or Haskell for the non-dyslexic speaking world. Sharon Seals Conklin. Man, we got a couple Conklins on here. Look at that. That's awesome. We got Conklin and Coughlin. That sounds like a law firm. Conklin and Coughlin, attorneys at law.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Sharon Searles, what a good name. Melissa Relier, how you doing, homegirl? Jeffrey DeGabriel, one of our famous Frenchmen. I love it. Crisco, Joshua Doyle, the Beckinator, Jimmy Nebel, your surrogate boyfriend on the Democratic side.
Oh, Daniel. Robert asked what was going on in Grand Rapids tomorrow. So, Robert, we were just talking about they canceled the Metro cruise and we replaced it with a MAGA cruise. So we're all going to be meeting up at what's the address, Clay?
Oh, no, you tell me. I know it's 609. What's the name of the avenue?
6093. 6093 Clay Avenue. Clay.
What avenue is that again?
There it is. Clay's address. And next weekend, there's going to be a boat rally at Hardy Dam, I believe. So there's going to be a big boat party out there, too. I don't have a boat to go on. So me and Jennifer are just going to chill at the beach. Because I don't have a boat.
You're going on a boat.
I don't have a boat to go on. We tried to find a boat to rent like we did for Grand Haven, and we couldn't find one. So it's cool. I'm fine with sitting on the beach. I didn't have too much fun. I mean, maybe if it's not as long as the last one. The last one, it was way too long. Like, I had too much sun. I was sick by the end of it. You know I was.
Don't drink so much and you won't get so sick on a boat.
I didn't drink anything. I didn't. Thank you. You were there. Robbie, what time I'm supposed to meet MHG tomorrow? Yes, you're probably going to miss it then because the lineup starts at 9 o'clock. So he'll probably miss it, Robert. But yay, so boat rally next weekend too. Right. Sorry.
And then if you wish to come down to, and if you need to know the directions to Battle Creek, I spoke to Missy earlier today. I have the address. You can follow me down. That's for a good cause. So what you see tomorrow is the, what do you want to call it? The point counterpoint, I guess, of a patriot movement. You have a patriotic thing to do, okay, and then you go do something for a good cause. Kind of felt like the other day when down in St. Clair Shores, not St. Clair Shores, but St. Clair County, and you're dealing with a child's welfare, but you're also working with patriots on both sides of the aisle. Patriotism, folks, is always doing what's right for your country. One, fellowship is what tomorrow morning is all about. This MAGA parade is not going to change the currency that people pay with in northern Afghanistan. However, it's going to be fun. Camaraderie and fellowship is the key. And then you go down and do something nice in Battle Creek, and you're doing something for your fellow human being. So this is what it's all about, guys, from all across the board, and all the movements, all the great movements going on, all the petitions, did you see that Gretchen is really, really upset?
You're freezing.
Oh, I'm freezing. You're freezing.
Wait, went all weird. There you are. Wait. Don't move. Are you back? You're just not moving. I see you moving. Said, when are we going to talk about the school BS?
Oh, God.
I can't tell if you're actually frozen or you're pretending to be frozen.
Nope, I'm good. You good? Audra, are you there? Audra, are you there? Can you hear me? I'm gonna sing. Sometimes you gotta eat some chicken wing ding. La 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 la. Hello, Audra. Can you hear me?
Are you singing?
I'm singing to you. I'm serenading you. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you miss my serenading you? You gotta learn, girl, how to bend your bill, though. Okay? Your hat looks like Eminem. You gotta bend that bill right here. You're gonna go full redneck. You gotta bend that bill like that. Okay, there you go. Now you look like a redneck. Okay? Or just kind of bend it like this, and you look like a baseball player. There you go. You can do this. I'm here. James Nebel says it's your feed.
Are you there?
I'm here. James says I'm
Hold
fine
on a second. Oh. Are you back? I got like a weird swirly thing.
It's because you feed it from your friggin' cell phone. Don't you have any internet service?
It's not feeding from my cell phone. It's not feeding from my cell phone.
James, back me up, brother. He says you sound like Darth Vader.
Oh Lord, I give up.
Christy Cook says his ego is exploding. Lego my ego.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, here we go with the cigarettes. You need to quit that smoking, by the way.
I do what I want.
and that's why you fuck up all the time. So listen sometimes, girl. But let's see. She's giving you the I kill you look. So yes, with these schools, oh man, they're worse than the Secretary of State. After spending 5 hours on the phone with the Secretary of State and trying to figure out and navigate this school crap, I know you did it yesterday for your kiddos.
Yeah,
it is like trying to navigate Greek salad, and I just don't get it. It's like either open up or don't, because you have two sides of the story that are being told. We believe that DeWitt is going to open up online. That's fine. Open up online. Yeah. And then when they all go back, just see, they're all going back. But this choice crap of saying, well, you could be online. I mean, come on. They've been ordering us around to wear whatever we got to wear, you know, and be where we got to be. And they can't say go back to school or don't. How? Someone make a decision before I do. That's the key.
Well,
it's like that.
Yeah.
Right, I'm sorry.
No, I'm agreeing with you. It's what I was told by Kentwood Public Schools was they were going to start the first 2 weeks online, and then we would have the decision to remain online or send them to back to school. Becky's school district, though, she's in Wyoming school district, and they're doing something super weird. It's like Tuesday or Monday and Wednesday they're in school, and then Tuesday and Friday they're out of school. I don't know. It's so stupid. It's like, do one or the other. Like, that's so confusing for a child. Like, I think they go to school 2 days a week and it's only 2 hours a week or so. It's so weird. I'm like, no, don't do this part in school, part out of school. Like, do one or the other.
Bingo. All that does is confuse a child. Children see things in very, very plain and simple terms. They make a friend. Okay, they see if the world was run the way a child sees it, it would probably be a much better place. It's when they deal with the brain as adults is when they screw it up. Because a child only wants to make a friend, have camaraderie, fellowship, and get along. They don't care about anything else.
No.
And when you sit there and say, well, you may have to spend the first 14 and a half days, and it's always a half or a 0.39 or whatever it is, online. I know. It's like, and what the heck are they going to do for 8 hours on the computer screen?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all sorts of messed up. I'm just like, what are they doing? And then if they do decide to send your kid to school, it's like a little kiddie prison. They're like in these boxes all day, and then they don't even leave to have lunch. Like, the lunches are brought to their desk. I'm just like, there's just no way I'm doing that to my kid. No way.
I agree. Nope. No way. And what's going to happen is they can't have recess. I mean, September in Michigan is a beautiful month. The days get 78, 76. That's a perfect time to be outside. The kids get the fresh air, which is exactly what you need after being cooped up for 6 months like a chicken in bubble wrap. Some of these kids we haven't seen for 6 months. And then they go out and then they can't go outside. And then, of course, they're going to be behind the computers doing this. Let's recite our ABCs. A, B, C, D. Oh, man. James Dibble says, oh, your 1-2 talk, Clay. You should put that up there.
Oh, I'm going to show you about the smoking.
Yeah, I know. Okay, now, this is the difference between Democrats and Republicans. O, comma, your, Y-O-U, apostrophe R-E, 1-2 talk, Clay, capital C. James, yes, I am one to talk because I'm a grammar Nazi. That's the difference between being a Republican and a Democrat. So when you become a Republican, sir, you can tell me how the bear shits in the buckwheat. But thank you again for your opinion. I appreciate it. Next, who's up?
Yeah. Wait. You can go at me for smoking, but somebody comes at. Okay, I see how it is.
Hey, I don't smoke. Where do you see me smoking? All I'm having is my Natty Light right here. First one. I love it. I needed it. After scrubbing, I smell like a can of Simonize today. I've been scrubbing that car down to make it nice for your car rally, and it's like, man, I smell like Simonize under my fingernails. But you're right. Rita Gold says teach the ABCs. And Stephanie Armstrong Masson, hi, sweet face and eagle. Oh, I like Stephanie Armstrong Masson. There's a patriot there. But yes, these schools, my dear, are a mess, and it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Right.
They need to pick a side and just allow the children to ride the bus. She's reading something. In the beginning, there was Clay, and then it was on the Clay Avenue, and then on the 8th day, Clay rested.
No, I was just looking into this because somebody had sent me a message that said that the Democrats dropped "In God We Trust" out of their pledge at the DNC convention, but somebody said that was false. What's true? The phrase "under God" was omitted. It says mostly false. The phrase "under God" was omitted from at least two. What? At the caucus meetings. Okay, so it was left out at two of the caucus meetings, not the actual pledge. I don't know. I was just looking at that because I'm like, what are you seeing? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but
that Democratic National Convention is what it was.
Oh my God, that was so funny to watch.
Oh God, it was vomit-inducing. They probably thought it said "In Dog We Trust." You know, is there a thing there? It was like an ultra parade with a collective total IQ of about 9. Okay, there are more calories in this beer can than there are in that entire lineup of a shit show that they had speaking at there. I mean, you were looking at the who's who of idiots on the Democratic side. It is one thing if you bring out someone with, okay, maybe Geraldo, who's a Democrat, who actually makes some decent points once in a while, not all the time. But man, I'll tell you what, to go from Slick Willie to Barry O, and then you get, who the hell else was up there? Good God. Crazy O Cortez, a.k.a. Occasional Cortex. And then you get, who else was up there? The Gretsch. Oh, my God.
I didn't watch more than like 15 minutes of it. And I thought I was like, I can't watch this anymore. And like,
no,
I don't know. I just don't like how they keep bringing up like the civil rights era and stuff like that. I'm like, you pieces of shit. You guys were the ones that were fighting civil rights. Like, I just hate when they do that because I'm like, you guys were against civil rights. Like, I can't, like, do you even know your history? That's like,
no, they don't.
I don't know. Like, what was it? I had it written down somewhere. 1869 to 1935. Okay. Every Black person that was elected was a Republican. And you just go through this whole history, like the KKK. And then people don't realize like the KKK wasn't just out to get colored people. They were out to get Republicans. They were killing Republicans left and right too. Like, I'm just like, I can't. I'm just
What is unbelievable to me is the fact that folks do not realize the Civil Rights Amendment of 1964 would never have passed without Republicans, because all the Democrats of that era, from Strom Thurmond to Lyndon Johnson, they all voted against it.
Yes.
The problem, and then they're mad at Abraham Lincoln of all people. I mean, seriously, come on. It's unbelievable that people, you're right, they do not know their history at all, and that's why they're dumb. Because when we're talking till we're blue in the face on this, because you can't teach them and you can't reach them. And frankly, I don't give a shit anymore, because if they can't learn, go ahead, do what you got to do, because it is a waste of time to try to reach an amoeba. Okay, if they are right, eventually you got to reach the ones that can think. But man, there was not one person, and I'll tell you what was weird was the Biden speech. It wasn't a bad speech. He got through it without stuttering, stammering, or forgetting that he's not, Donna Brazil. But he did. He was Biden. He did remember he's going to save the planet by being Joe Biden. He did realize that he hasn't embraced the bald yet, and he still has his comb over going on. And he also didn't need his wife there, is velcroed to his side to prop him up before his Alzheimer's medicine was administered to him. Problem was, there was no audience there, and it's like you're talking. It's like the Democratic response of the State of the Union, and anybody can read a speech with nobody in front of you. This is where Trump, I believe, needs to come out next week with that baseball bat, we say, whoom, and swing it, because he feasts off of the crowd. He plays the crowd. He works the crowd. He loves the response. Yeah. Honestly, if you were going to go, yay, Joe Biden. If you say yay, Joe Biden after that speech last night, you're dumb. I'm sorry, because nothing new was said. They have been saying that crap since Jimmy Carter ran in 76. It's the same recycled DNC crapola of how we care. And I'll tell you what, Kim Klacik, this is my new at Shelley Gregoire. Can I please interview Kim Klacik of Baltimore? I am in love. I am in love with that woman. Did you see that ad?
She's the what is she running for? She's running for something, isn't she?
Yes. She's running for, what is it, Elijah Cummings' old seat?
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
And the thing is, this is Baltimore. She does this I mean, she has legs like a Steinway. Okay, is what I can tell you. But two, not only is she smart, but she is sitting there putting statistical things in an area that looks like a bomb hit it. And she's smart, and she's African American, and she's Republican. They do exist,
Get it,
folks.
girl. Get it, girl.
That is exactly
I love
what you
Republican
need.
women.
because for 60 years, and I've been to Baltimore a lot. It's a fun town. I've seen the Orioles play the Pirates. I've seen the Orioles play the Yankees. I used to love to go to Baltimore. And bottom line is, it's a pit. It is so bad in some areas, it makes Philadelphia and Flint look livable. But when you come down to the point of Baltimore, what the hell have they been doing to help those folks out down there? They have been electing the same idiots for 6 decades, and the place is like a war zone. So this lady is walking the streets, the real streets, and saying, why are we doing the same thing over and over and over again? And
Good
that
for her.
is right. It is habitual. What do you want to call that? Indoctrination is what it is. Habitual indoctrination. Yes.
Oh yeah.
And,
Like
and
I
the
said,
minute
like you said, it's infuriating. You watch these things, and it's like, what the heck are you guys talking about? I can't remember what it was. Oh, somebody was singing or something, and they're talking about how they rose up, and I'm like, I mean, the civil rights era was so amazing and so important in our country, and but you're on a stage singing about rising up and having equal rights for a party that didn't want you to have equal rights. Like,
Correct.
I guess I'm just like, my mind goes, ah! You know what I mean? Like,
I know exactly what you mean. It's frustrating because it wasn't just in 1960 and 64. It was in 1864. That's the key. When you have folks, and the thing is, but this is also part and parcel, not just the Democrats. Not only did they vote, you okay?
Yeah, Strider. Hold on a second. What?
Oh yeah, put them on. Hi, Strider.
What? They won't let you in your room?
No.
They being naughty.
Can I drink this?
I want to see
you
Strider. Where's Strider?
Hold on, come back here.
What?
Can you? Here, hold
Can I
on.
try those on?
Strider! Hello, Strider.
Say, Uncle
Hi.
Clay.
Hi.
Hi, Strider. How are you?
Good.
Are you excited to see your daddy coming home?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you being good?
Uh-huh.
Are your sisters being
Yeah.
nice to you?
No.
No. Okay. You know what you have to do?
What?
Okay. Wait till they take a shower, and then get a nice silver bowl and put really cold water in it and dump it on them while they take a shower. Okay.
Oh my God.
And you tell them the bald eagle says it's okay.
Say bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Love you, kiddo. Be good.
Go in your room. Tell him I said let you back in the room. They kicked him out of his own room.
But what got me was when you study history in 1864 and 65, as the Civil War was coming to its end, not only did they hate Lincoln on both sides, okay, but it was also the Democrats who did not want slavery to end, okay, because the entire southern states were run by your Democrats. And then 1964 comes along, and you have Martin Luther King, probably one of the 5 greatest men to ever be an American of all time.
Oh my God, yeah.
For all people.
yeah.
Yep. He is up there with Benjamin Franklin, George Washington, Martin Luther King. You have folks that have walked the walk and talked the talk. And I can't think of anybody above Martin Luther King who has walked the walk in the face of a fire hose and then got shot for it.
Yeah.
And of course, in 1964, the Democrats, including Al Gore's daddy and all those other jagoffs that were in there, voted against it. And the Republicans passed the Civil Rights Amendment, not the Democrats.
Yep.
So, but what is also forgotten in history is how slow the damn Republicans are to seize the narrative. We talk about this all the time. Why does your buddy Shirky suck? Because he's always late to the freaking game. He is like rolling the dice. He's like rolling the dice on a Monopoly board while your car is on Marvin Gardens. He's still stuck on Baltic. It's like, dude, play the friggin' game or get the hell out, because the Republicans should have seized that narrative in 1964 because they were the ones that said, we want everybody to be equal twice inside of 100 years. So now they're sitting there scrambling around for whatever leftover scraps are on the side and saying, good God, man, why are you voting for the same Democrats, I'm sorry, that ruin your cities and keep you as a permanent underclass, and not help you. Right.
It's like we keep saying, it's another form of slavery. They just couldn't keep doing the form they had. They can't put a bunch of people on a plantation and own them. So they're just doing it in a different form. They're saying, hey, we'll feed you. We'll feed you for free if you give us your freedoms or hand over your rights, or, my God, people wake up. It's a whole new form of slavery. They're just doing it a little bit smarter this time. And I totally agree. The Republicans for so long have just said, just vote. That's all you need to do is vote. Just vote. Well, here's the problem, guys, is we are seeing now, we're in this, like I keep saying, we're in the Great Awakening. And we're seeing now that, no, we don't need to just vote. And every single election is important. I up until maybe 2 years ago was like, man, the presidency is the most important election. That's the only one I ever voted in. But then you start realizing that we're not a dictatorship. So it's very important that we get some of these smaller elections and we really put our efforts into them, because states are like self-governing countries. We gave the Democrats control over our state, and look what happened to our state. But again,
they're not controlling the state. We have a 64 to 40 majority here when you combine the Senate and the House in Michigan.
But see, this was the argument I had with when we lost, right? We lost the governor, the AG, the Secretary of State. So the GOP celebrated because they're like, oh, we still have control. And I kept saying, guys, have you seen the way the Democrats operate? They don't do it legally and they don't do it by the law. We're in trouble. And they kept going, no, it's still a victory. It's still a victory. Here's what happened, which is what people like me and you said was going to happen. The governor decided she's the queen and took over. Now, if we maybe had an AG in there that was Republican, we might have a shot at having some constitutional law in our state. But because all the major offices were taken over by Democrats, she's got a whole squad up in there. We have no chance of having any sort of legal attack on this. I mean,
sure,
I think the Supreme Court. No, we don't.
We have a majority by 20 people when you combine the House and the Senate in the state of Michigan. The problem with the Rhino Republicans is exactly. But the thing is, for Gretchen to act like a queen, alrighty, this is like you having 2 pawns and your king left on a chessboard, and you on the opposition side have 2 rooks, a knight, and the queen still left. There is no way that 2 pawns and a king can beat the queen and 2 rooks ever in chess, unless you are a complete idiot. The bottom line is the Republicans caved, but they have the majority. That's what gets me, is when they do that, just like 1964, the very minute that everybody was said, this is all about to change, you go in and say, okay, we would like you to now understand that we went to bat for you and helped you, and people have died for you in not just 1865, but in 1964. There were a lot of deaths in the civil rights movement of the early 60s. But what happened? They were slow to the game. Slow. So how the hell does the losing team, if you are the losing pitcher of a baseball game, how do they claim victory is my question. The Democrats seized the narrative because all rich white Republicans hate. They want to push Granny over the cliff, and they hate it. It's ridiculous. The Republicans have got to learn how to convey their message to those that they care for. And I'm telling you, Kim Klacik nailed it. That was a fantastic ad because that is the face of the future of the Republican Party, but it should have been the face of it in 1966, period. End of story. I don't need to hear what Nelson Rockefeller had to say or George Romney. He was a bigger hack than his son. And then you have Nixon, who wasn't a bad president until he lied. That's what got him. And then you got a bunch of crap after that. All these Rockefeller Republicans that were rhinos that gave you Bush and gave you Lindsey Graham and John McCain and all these other jagoffs that don't do shit. They go to Senate and then they go to Congress and they just continue to be Democrat lights. Why am I very mad? And when I went to that Republican meeting the other day to teach some great patriots who want to work hard to get Trump elected, Trump really is not Republican, okay? Trump is probably your last great patriot. However, if they ask you how to win, you talk the way you talk and you play for the folks that love you and you find 1% more. But these jerks have been playing the same game like rhinos forever. And that's the sad thing about it is our politicians, both sides, are selling you a bill of goods, and I'm sick of hearing it. I don't truly care what the hell the Republican Party of Michigan wants to do. I care more what Texas Republicans want to do, because if Texas ever fell, we're done. We are mathematically in the hole forever. And as it's turning bluer, why? Because your rich white liberals are moving out of Detroit and Lansing after sucking off a GM's nipple for 40 years, going down to Texas with their Winnebagos and all the other crap that they've bought to screw up that state like they screwed up this one. So as the North turns more red, it's by attrition. However, when the South, and you see Texas of all places that is worried about it turning blue, you got a problem with that. If we ever lose Texas, you will never, ever, ever win again. And then you're done. But the thing is, the Republicans have had the majority, and they've had it long enough. They had it under Snyder. And the bottom line is, if you can't do what you're supposed to do for your constituents, then get the heck out. I'd rather have a Democrat in office. At least you know what you're going to get. Nothing but higher taxes. And you're going to get scare tactics. And you're going to get Alinsky tactics. At least it's telegraphed. They did it for 4 days on the convention. But the Republicans are like, elect us. We are honorable men. We are honorable women. We support veterans' rights. Bullshit you do. Don't lie to me, Republicans. Don't lie to me. Because when they lie to me, and then I have to go all the way to St. Clair because you have had a government entity in a basically Republican county covering up a pedophile for 20 years. Bull crap bola, man. You are not doing your job. So do not tell me one thing and say another, because that really irks me. And I got a big old fat mouth right here, and it's going to be but man, I'll tell you what, when these Republicans, I've seen it way too long, Audra, and as you and everybody else sees it now, this is nothing new. Pennsylvania is like this. I grew up on this crap. It's like, seriously, do your jobs as a Republican, and if you run as a Republican, govern as one. But when you govern as a Democrat, change your party affiliation and stop lying, because the politicians are lying to you on both sides of the aisle. When our side of the aisle lies to me, it really betrays my trust. And I'm sorry,
Yep.
I don't mean to go long-winded, but it's like, man.
No. I mean, we're coming to the end of our show anyways, but so I think that's a great place to leave it. But I mean, I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying when, it's like they're playing politics from 30 years ago, right? Let people let Trump be Trump.
50 years ago.
50 years ago, whatever, many years ago, they're playing the politics of yesterday. That's honestly why the left is winning. I mean, as if I was a 20-something-year-old person, would I want to go sit in a boring GOP meeting where they get nothing done? Or would I want to go to a party and have some fun with my friends? Because that's literally what we're looking at. We don't have to change our policies in order to change how we run politics. And it's literally a choice between, am I going to go take a nap at a GOP meeting or am I going to go have fun at a Democrat party? They have to start looking at the fact that if they want the Republican Party to succeed, they need to start understanding that they need the normal everyday person. And
Correct.
They don't want that. Or the Republican Party in general, people like me and you, the people that make up the majority of the Republican Party are normal everyday citizens, right? We have fun. We go hang out with our friends. We have lives. We're not prim and polished. But the problem is if me or you, if we were not into politics already, if we go, oh, maybe I want to get into politics, and they walk into a GOP meeting, it's done. It's over. They're not going to want to join. They're not going to want to get involved. They will not care if they spend 5 minutes in one of these meetings. So we have to learn to really start reaching out, start understanding that it's not 50 years ago politics. It's not this static, like people are excited right now, right? I'm excited. You're excited. And the reason why we're excited isn't because of the GOP. It's because of Trump. Because Trump came out and was like, hey, yeah, I may be a millionaire, but I'm going to say what everyone else is already thinking, what everybody else is feeling in their hearts. We couldn't get that from a Republican candidate if it meant the death of the party. And that's the problem. They're still trying to run it as Trump is a normal Republican. I'm scared what's going to happen in 4 years because we won't have Trump again in 4 years. Who are we going to run? I have not seen a single candidate that has that passion for our country that Trump has. And it's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying.
I want you all to fast forward to 2024. And after 8 years of Trump, imagine how boring politics is going to be again. When you get probably Jeb will come out, Jeb with his election, and then probably who else will be out there running? Maybe I don't know. Rand Paul might run again. I like Rand, but these are not. Well, he's better than Lindsey Graham. I mean, come on. But that's the key. That look that Audra gave you is exactly right, folks. We are always wondering what the hell is coming next. Scott Walker, not a bad governor, but kind of a boring guy. These are not. Trump is your last original right now. Who can outdo maybe Donald Trump? Maybe Donald Trump Jr. I love when he's talking. Or Candace Owens. These people are electric. But you're young African-American Republican conservatives. Telling you, Kim Klacik, that is one of the best political ads I have ever seen. And I've seen too many of them. I mean, it's like my brain swirls.
Well, here's the thing, though. None of them are going to succeed unless the GOP gives up control. They have got to understand.
They never will.
They do not want somebody in that they can't control. And they need to understand that people like you and me and Candace Owens, we're best when we're not controlled. We're best when you just let us be us.
Right. The thing is, and that is Americanism, though. When we are able to be, I went to Myers today, walked in without the mask, no problem. They didn't even ask. I went there and what the hell did we get? God, I picked up a super glue and a cheap steak. Didn't even ask. And people looking at you. I'm like, I don't give a shit anymore. I'm going to live my life my way. because you don't pay my bills and you don't dictate my life, and nor should we to you. That is Americanism. That is when Trump is Trump. He's like, look, go be Trump, because these puppet string held pack puppets is what they are of the GOP and the Democrats. Forget it. They're all puppets. I can't name one Democrat that's independently thinking at all, and it's like, at least Republicans can sometimes sit there and say, well, I can, maybe break free of one string and then this one's yanking me. You need 500 of them. You need 500 of them, and you got none in Michigan. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah.
But in 2024, who the hell are they going to run? Mike Pence.
Not a clue.
And while I like Mike Pence, he's about as boring as my ladder racks here on my forehead. Okay, Pence is a nice man. He is symbolic of the politician prior to 2016. Maybe Ted Cruz will run again. I don't know. He might have to, because he's probably running out of time in the Senate. But you need somebody, and Trump will be an extraordinarily hard act to follow. Extraordinarily hard act to follow.
Yeah.
Because when he is gone out of office, people will be begging for the fun of what politics was under. He rewrote the book. So you're going to get a bunch of Bush types and Romney. Oh God, I hope Romney doesn't run again. If Romney runs again, it's like, I'm sorry.
Trey Gowdy might work. What about Trey Gowdy?
Trey Gowdy needs new hair. You know what? Honestly, Trey, embrace the ball, brother, because him. I can't. Me too. I like Jim Jordan. I like Trey Gowdy. I like who's the fellow that's also running for governor in Georgia. I like. Then again, I always like them when they're brand new. And then they get establishmented and they suck. I used to like Lamar Alexander in the early 90s, and then he turned out to be a big rhino. It's like, that's what happens. They get establishmented. You have to have the ability of a Donald Trump to piss off both sides. Okay? I get asked all the time, why do you wish to live in DeWitt, Clay, if you don't like it so much? To piss you off, man. That's exactly why I live here. Okay, that's exactly why, DeWitt. I live here. That's right. And if you don't like it,
that's the only reason why I go to GOP meetings.
That's
right. Like, why do you go if you don't like it? Because I'm going to let them know they ain't getting rid of me.
That's why. You're not getting rid of us, folks. Patriots exist across the board in every state. And it takes a lot of courage to step out of your proverbial comfort zone and say, I don't agree. Okay. Right. And when you have folks like Trump who's going to say what he wants to say, and then you got me dealing with these jagoffs in this town. Oh my God, we got to comply. Oh my God, wear your mask. Fuck you. Okay. I have no problem with that shit. And you ain't paying my bills, and you sure as shit ain't helping me raising my kid. So I don't care what you got to think. We go along to get along. And if you don't like it, you can kiss my Italian ass, because there comes a point in time where folks have got to sit there and say, just do your thing. We don't have to agree on politics, but we have to agree on two things. One, we protect our children. Hashtag save our children. Great cause. And two, go and live your life and live it legally. If I'm not hurting you, Audra, and you're not hurting me, even if we disagree, who gives a crap? It doesn't matter. But the Republicans and Democrats, and I'll tell you, we've said it before. I mean, honestly, if I could get my license plate on my car in any kind of generic time frame, okay, I'd probably sit there and say, I'm going to check off and register myself as a conservative. I don't like the Republicans, and I sure as shit don't like the Democrats. I'm sick of both of them. We need a third party, period. End of story, because they both suck. Done. End of story. Jimmy, I love your brother as my neighbor, but your Democrats are fucked. They will never fix a goddamn thing. Sorry, GD word, but they will never fix it. They have screwed it up since the beginning of time, and the Republicans, you're just as bad. It is time for a conservative patriot party, the Badjigo party. People that think and say, this is enough of this crap, because it's going that way. The Republicans go this way, and the Democrats, they sit around blowing themselves, is what they do. And it's a bottom line of, it is corruption in bed together, and I'm sick and tired of it. I'm 50 years old. I'll be dead before this crap fixes itself, so we might as well fix it now our way. because we are on our own, folks. We are on our own. You see it happening every day. Governors don't care. Senators sure as heck don't care. You think Peters cares? Nope. You think any kind of elected official truly cares about you, Audra?
Probably not. But that's where we have our parties. That's where we take this shit over. So
Probably not.
Tomorrow we're going to be partying
not.
it up. We're going to be partying it up tomorrow.
Correct.
We're going to show them what a third party looks like. We're going to show them what real campaigning looks like and what real fun looks like. So tomorrow at 9 a.m., 6093 Clay Avenue, Southwest, Grand Rapids, Michigan, 49548. We will see you guys in the morning. The Eagle Clay Avenue.
Did you just preempt me? That was sweet.
Oh, totally.
You know what? There is nothing hotter, guys, than being owned by being owned by an attractive woman. When she can shut this guy up here, man, I am so turned on.
We are going to keep this under the time we said. We're already 5 minutes over. We're getting the hell off, Clay.
We said, well, if you were watching the pre-promo, as you should have, we said we're going to go a little long because we didn't go last night.
Yeah, no, we're not. We're keeping it under an hour or near an hour.
Near an hour is good. Guys, we want to see you all there tomorrow. There comes a point in time where you got to have fun as a patriot. You also have to be able to speak your mind and be an American. Being an American means you do, as long as you are staying within the law and not hurting anybody and not taking away from somebody else's rights, do your thing.
Yep.
That is Americanism. Trump is your last stand. If Trump ever falls, okay, we're done. That's it. The Republicans will never win again after that. Guys, you stand strong. You love your neighbor. You love your children. You love others' children. And you sit there and protect the human race. But you also got to take care of your own. Eagle and Badger show here, guys. Be sure to
like.
And
follow and share.
Follow and share. Did you see we're pushing 1,100 now?
I didn't. That's awesome. That's
And
awesome.
we're about 1,215, I think, on the follows. So, guys, we love you. We absolutely love having you on board. We will try to always keep it around an hour, but sometimes you get long-winded. It's all Audra's fault. I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
Totally.
Guys, Eagle and Badger show. We may or may not have a show tomorrow, depending what time we get back. But, of course, Monday through Friday, 9:30. And we've been talking about maybe a little morning wrap-up. I love you guys. Eagle here. And the
Badger.
Badger.
Hi, guys.
This is where